Hey folks, Dr. Eric Hughes here. In today's video, we're going to be going through the part 3 of our foot series. In part 1, we talked about the slant board, which is great for building strength around the muscles themselves in the feet. Part 2 is the pipes, which helps form the arches of our feet and really engage our toes. And part 3, we're going to be talking about the Bosu ball, which is right here. The Bosu ball is great for creating space in our joints. It also has, because we're essentially standing on air, it also has a greater impact on the balance and coordination aspect. We really use the Bosu ball not just for the foot series, but to really challenge a lot of the movements that in RevInMo that might become easier as you progress. So I'm going to show you the foot series and a couple different varieties that you can use with the Bosu ball. Let's get going. The first variation that we're going to be going through is very similar to the slant board foot positions. I'm just going to show you one, which is going to be toes downhill. So your heel is going to be in the bullseye of the Bosu ball, toes pointed downhill, and I'm just going to balance. Again, focusing on my other essentials to help maintain my balance. You can see that this is, already a little bit more difficult than that on the slant board. Also add in some knee bends as well, just 2-inch knee bends, not getting too crazy here, but ensuring that my knee is tracking over that second and third toe. So you got working on stability and balance at the same time, especially around the ankle, the knee, and the hip. Second variation I'm going to show you is with 2 feet, and it's just marching. So you're just going to march in place, again trying to keep your balance. I'll start with my eyes open, and then I will eventually do this with my eyes closed. As you can see, right, I think it's right there, and it gets significantly harder. Again, working with a little bit more with gait, but that weight transfer from side to side and the balance and coordination required, and the stability in the hips, knees, and feet once more. Now we're going to perform jump and stick. This is a move that I'll typically put towards the end of a series because it requires a lot of demand on all the other essentials working in place. I'm not jumping up nearly as high because I have a ceiling and I don't want to hit my head on the ceiling, but you get the idea, where I'm jumping and I'm sticking with bent knees, kind of like in that active position, just like so. What we can do also is flip over the Bosu, so we're on the flat side, and so I'm just balancing with one leg. This is actually can be significantly harder if you've never done this before than on the round side. But here what I can do, a couple neat things, is rocking forward and back, if you will. So putting weight on my toes, coming forward, putting back weight in my heels and coming back. As I come back in my heels, I'm still maintaining contact with my toes on the Bosu ball, and then I'll go side to side. Adds a little extra variation, so we're really working all ranges of motion of the ankle, the arches of your feet, and your toes especially. And then I can combine front and back and side to side, and we can do alternating circles. So I'll do one circle one direction, almost lose my balance, do one circle the other direction, just like so. You might notice I also put my opposite foot toe on the Bosu ball a little bit as I'm coming in, just to try and encourage that range of motion in the ankle. This is great for chronic ankle sprain rehabilitation. And then the last variation I'm going to show you are rotational tosses on the flat side. So this is a variation that we use in the slant board as well, but we can also do it on the Bosu ball. So I'm going to have a weight in my hand, I use a water bell, and then I'm balancing and rotating side to side. I notice with the Bosu ball I get significantly more rotation throughout my whole body, but especially the hip, knee, and foot going side to side than I do with the slant board. So this is great for getting that rotational power and performance. So I hope that gave you a great idea on how you can incorporate a Bosu ball into your training to help improve performance and decrease pain. If you are interested in learning more about Revolution in Motion, or specifically what I do, I've got a couple options for you. Number one, I provide Revolution in Motion virtual group sessions on my website, hughesmoves.com. On there, I have 5 days available throughout the week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 a.m., Tuesday, Thursday at 4 p.m., where you can join me in a group setting and we'll go through the revolution motion fundamentals. It won't include the Bosu ball, but we'll go through a series that you can use at home, and I'll provide you some extra resources in addition to those classes, so you don't always have to be in class to get the same benefit. Number two, you can also sign up for a free 15-minute consult on my website as well. This gives you an opportunity to talk to me, learn a little bit more about what I do, and how we could work together to, again, decrease pain and increase performance so that you can keep continuing with the sport that you love. Once again, my name is Dr. Eric Hughes, and I'll catch you next time.